All right, chat, let's get into it. Welcome everybody in. I'm going to do a couple of picks. It's going to be real quick because there's only a couple of games left of the season. And I didn't study basketball today. So let's put up the record on the year. It was a great year for football, y'all. Those of you that do this as a hobby, or maybe you're a pro, you had a good year if you tailed my picks. We brought you in about 56, 57%. Pretty good. That's about what the pros would do. I think you'd be hard to find anybody getting 60%. And obviously you're losing money if you're 51% or lower because of all the fees, right? So last video we did this. We split with the college football playoff first round. We went 2-2. We lost Tennessee. And we lost Clemson, barely lost Clemson, but we covered Notre Dame and Penn State. Had I done my video for the second round, I would have went 3-1. I would have got the Ohio State over. I would have got the under. No, we went 4-1. I went with the under for Notre Dame and the hell they play, Georgia. I knew that'd be a slugfest, and I picked Notre Dame too. Didn't have real money on it, but my picks, my simulations would have been that way. And what was another game? Texas, Arizona State. I would have had Arizona State. Yep. I no doubt thought that was going to happen. But the one surprise was Boise State. I thought they'd cover against Penn State, and they didn't. They were rusty, just like Oregon. The old bye week got everybody basically, and I thought this would happen. The bye week is not an advantage. I think they need to either go to an 8 or a 16-team bracket. No byes. I myself have been knocked out of state playoffs twice because of a bye. We like to think that was the reason. I mean, we were rusty. The other team wasn't. They already played. A long layoff is not good for a sports team, especially 25 days. You can simulate and practice all you want, but it's different when you don't have a game. You know what I'm saying? So you get out of rhythm. All right, let's get into it, though. Other bowl picks, we got right. Tulane, Florida. Florida was a lock. We got that. So, yeah, there was a couple other bowls in there. So I think we went pretty 500. We didn't have too many picks. But semifinal action. Notre Dame, Penn State. I think the best play of the week is Notre Dame. I told my dad, I was sitting with him watching the games during the holidays when we were over visiting, and I said, if Notre Dame is favored by less than 6 against Penn State, I am throwing 3 units at it. I don't care. And we are getting them at a major discount, 1.5. So what am I going to do? I'm throwing 3 units at Notre Dame. Maybe just do money line, make it easier. For the dumbasses in chat, what do these numbers mean? I got you. And if it's minus 1.5, that means they're favored. So they have to win by more than 1.5 points. If it's plus 1.5 and you pick them, they could either win the game or they could lose by 1.5 or less. So 1. This one, for example, would be 5.5. So Ohio State has to, if you're going to pick them, they got to win by 6 or more. If you're going to pick Texas, they got to lose by 5 or less or win. Money line over here is just pick the freaking winner. And then over-unders, that's how much the total in the game's projected to be. So you would pick over or under that. It's a numbers game. And me being a software geek and a sports psycho, this works pretty well for me as a side hobby. So yeah. Does 1 mean 1 touchdown? 1 point. 1 point. Yep. A touchdown, you'd see like 6 or 7 up there. So yeah, just 1 point. So you can see like 20 up here. For basketball, sometimes you may see minus 40. But yeah, turn the music down. So best play of the week, Notre Dame minus 2.5, or sorry, minus 1.5. They are going to win the game. I think they win by 7. I don't know. I don't think Penn State is as good as Notre Dame. Notre Dame is the best defense in the country remaining. Texas probably the second best defense, but didn't look great last week. And I really think Penn State is the worst defense remaining of the 4 teams. So I think defense takes care of it in this game. The corners of Notre Dame are really good. I don't think Penn State's seen corners that good yet. Oregon and Ohio State both have good corners, but Notre Dame's corners are better. They're NFL first-rounders, guys. So they're going to be a problem. Notre Dame's offensive line is incredible. They're going to run the rock. I just think they win this game by quite a bit. 7, pretty convincingly. Dude, you could be a monster if you used AI with this. Oh, I know, right? There's a guy on YouTube that does that, actually. Build a GPT and feed it, like, the last 10 years of data and have it produce spreadsheets for you, right? Now, I do got models. I do got a model for basketball that I use. For football, I just use my brain. And I do damn near every game, so I feel like spraying the board is better because if you're paying attention and you're doing every game, more often than not, you're going to come out ahead. There's going to be some bad weeks, but you can get mostly good weeks. Just got to keep with it. Now, Ohio State, Texas. Ohio State looks like a machine right now. They knocked out number 1 Oregon. I was very, very upset about that, obviously, because I went to Oregon, and I thought this was our year. And I knew when I saw Ohio State as the 8 seed, I was like, man, this is the worst possible scenario. We're facing probably the most talented team in our first game, and they are fresh off of a convincing win. They built some confidence. They're in rhythm. We're not. A terrible situation. It is what it is. They beat us, though. It just would have been nice had they been on the other side of bracket. Maybe we'd meet in the championship. Neutral site, both of us fresh. That would have been a classic. I think the winner of that game is definitely within a touchdown and probably a toss-up. But it didn't happen that way. There's always next year. So Ohio State is basically a machine right now. You would be crazy to pick against them, and you're getting them at a pretty cheap price here, even though the game is in Dallas, Texas. That is key. It is in Dallas. The chance that Texas has more fans there. Ohio State travels really well. They had probably a 50-50 with fans in the Rose Bowl. Granted, they got 12 million people in Ohio, and Oregon's only got 4 million people. Ohio State's got twice the alumni as well. So I would hope they would have more fans, even if it is out west. But anyways, people ask me that. I was like, are you kidding me right now? They asked me, why is Oregon got less fans when they had a full extra week to get tickets and it's on the West Coast? Population. Duh. Read a book. Population. Oregon's not even close to being as popular. Hardly anybody lives there. I know. I lived there. There's like 3 cities that are big. All right. But yeah, you got to go Ohio State here. I could see the over hitting maybe 2. If I would do the totals on these games, I could probably go lean very small to the under in this game because Notre Dame's defense. Maybe a 24-21 game. Yeah, 24-21 could work. Or a 24-17. I think that's a likely scenario. I think the over could hit in this. So Ohio State has been basically scoring on every possession. Texas got a little different animal in terms of the line. But we'll see. I think you got to go Ohio State here. So, yeah, those are my picks for the playoff. I'm going to scoot on over to the games. Good luck, y'all. We'll be back with college basketball picks starting next week. Let's just get through football first. But, yeah, it's been a good record. So, the best play of the week is, of course, like I mentioned, let's get the graphic up. If I can find it, I got so many graphics. There it is. Notre Dame -1.5. Or if you would just want to be safe and go money line. I think you'd be safe to go 2 units on it, too.